friends. Thanks for joining me today. Did you know that it is almost the end, but it is National Poetry Month? And, a poem is something that shows emotion. It can also tell a story. And so sometimes poems rhyme, sometimes they don't. But the story I'm going to share with you today really reads like a poem. And so I hope you enjoy this story. Let me share my screen with you. Ah, it is called The Trouble with Earth, and this is by Alex Latimer. I hope you enjoy it. Every year, the planets take a well-deserved midsummer break to read and swim and tan all day out somewhere in the Milky Way. Now, at last, the day had come to stop their orbit round the sun, and so the planets waved goodbye to their homes up in the sky. They met on time at 8 o'clock on the corner of their block, then stood and waited in a line. The bus arrived at 8:09. Jupiter, Venus, Mars, that's me. Uranus, check, and Mercury. Neptune's here and Saturn too. Step right up and go on through. Now, is there anyone I've missed? Me, said Earth. Please check your list. Mars checked. Nope, your name's not here, but I can write it in next year. And then the planets closed the door. There's no space, they said, for any more. Hang on, called Earth. Don't go, just wait. I'm sure there's room in there for 8. When Earth got home, she stroked her moon, who was glad to have her back so soon. My friends were really mean, she sighed, and then she sat alone and cried. At last, Earth stopped to wipe her face. Maybe there really was no space? No, Earth knew something wasn't right, so she packed her car and drove all night. She headed west and drove for hours through asteroids and meteor showers, and there beyond the brightest star, Earth made a space to park her car. She found 8 planets in the tub. Pluto had since joined the club. She heard them laugh, she heard them whoop. She saw Saturn with her hula hoop. Earth's eyes were wet, her heart was sore. Why don't you like me anymore? We're sorry, Earth, forgive us, please, but it looks to us like you have fleas. We're worried what you have is catching. We know you itch, we've seen you scratching. Well, Earth stood still as it sank in. Then slowly she began to grin. Fleas! She laughed until she shook. Come close, she said, and take a look. The planet shrugged and gathered near to peer into Earth's atmosphere, and they saw dolphins and enormous whales, and fish with wings and fish with sails, flocks of birds high in the air, and bugs that flitted everywhere. And below the bugs and below the birds were wildebeest in endless herds, grasses, flowers, redwood trees, and jungles full of chimpanzees. Lions, zebras, kangaroos, right down to frogs and pygmy shrews. Look at those shrews down there. Oops, it's hard to show. They're down there in the bottom. Then smaller still, the ants and bees. And yes, down there they saw some fleas. Hi, it's true, said Earth. I am infested, just as Mars here has suggested. And it's not just fleas, there's so much more, from mountain top to ocean floor. I love each creature, plant, and bug, each human tree and tiny slug. But don't be worried, don't be stressed. Let me put your minds at rest. You can't catch the things I've got. You're too cold and you're too hot. So that's Neptune and Mercury. You're too small, Pluto. Your days are long, Venus. Your gravity is much too strong, Jupiter. You're made of gas, Saturn. You're made of ice, Uranus. And Mars, you just aren't very nice. I love Mars's face there. You have to be just right, you see, and that's why there is life on me. Now we're jealous, said the planets. We want fish and buck and gannets. We want grasses. We want trees. We'd love to have some chimpanzees. You can have those, I'm sad to say, but you can visit night or day. I have biscuits, cakes, and teas. Do come round and see my fleas. And I will tell you all about the life cycle of the rainbow trout, and what a warthog likes the best, and where to find a weaver's nest. And if you really want to know things that happened long ago, the story of the giant sloth, and what might eat a poison moth, and when to spot a giant squid, and what those silly monkeys did, and how a porcupine gives birth. Oh, how I love my life, said Earth. The next year, for their summer break, they didn't make the same mistake. Earth, said Mars, I must insist that you are first upon my list. They all drove west for many hours, past comets, stars, and meteor showers, to read and swim and tan all day, out somewhere in the Milky Way. Oh my goodness. And that is the end of that story. And someone on the Mars mission is looking at our Earth and saying, wow, because let's face it, our Earth is amazing. I'd like to know if there was a planet, or maybe an alien, visiting Earth, what do you think you'd like to show it? What is something that you love so much about the Earth that we live on? Is it a certain animal? Is it a certain place? Do you love mountains or do you love the ocean? Do you love forests? Or maybe it could be an animal. I love, 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 love lions and tigers. I think I love all cats. But there's so many amazing animals like elephants and zebras. I mean, there's so many. How about, I mean, whales and different things. I mean, the animals in the sea. There's so many. And redwood trees are so tall. There's so many things to show someone who's just visiting the earth. So, what would you show them? Well, I hope you enjoyed that story, friends. And that's all for now. Happy reading, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.